Next one is sales mix and yield variance, quantity variances. Sales mix and quantity variances. Sales mix and quantity variances are determining where a company is selling two or more than two products. Next one is these are subvariances of sales volume variance. Okay. Again, I will write down a data, then we will follow the formulas. Suppose we are selling two products, A and B. Budgeted sales for A are expected 20,000 and its budgeted selling price per unit is $40 per unit and its budgeted contribution per unit is $9. Second is 25,000. So the total budgeted sales are 45,000. And its price is 38 and its contribution is 10. Actually, for A we sold 21,000 units. For B we sold 24,500 units. So in total we sold 45,500. So first one is sales mix variance. Of A is equal to total standard mix of A minus total actual mix of A into standard price per kg of A. We can say total actual sales, same total standard mix or total standard sales mix. Sorry, here I mistakenly wrote price per kg. This is basically standard contribution per unit, or you can use standard profit per unit, whatever is provided in the question. Now, how to calculate standard sales mix? Is equal to budgeted sales of A divided by total budgeted sales multiplied by total actual sales. Next one is budgeted sales of A is 20,000 Total budgeted sales is 45,000 into total actual sales is 45,500. So 20,000 divided by 45,000 into 45,500. 20,000 triple two kgs. So 20,000 triple two minus actual is 21,000 sales into contribution. I think we were saying $9. Yes, $9. $9. So as per standard sales mix, we should sell 20,000 triple two units, but we are actually selling 21,000 units. So we are actually selling higher amount of units. When we are actually selling greater amount of units, it means it will increase our profit. When something will increase my profit, it means it is favorable for me. So the variance is what? Variance is favorable. Sales price mix variance. Someone wrote the formula that sales mix variance is equal to actual quantity for actual mix minus actual quantity for standard mix into standard contribution per unit. Your formula is also right. You will also get the same answer which I did over here, and I also wrote the same thing. When I am saying that total standard mix, what is meant by it? It means I am using budgeted sales of A divided by total budgeted sales and multiplying with the actual quantity. So this is called what? Total standard mix. Now we have the same. Now we will calculate sales quantity variance of A. Sales quantity variance of A is equal to total stand, standard sales mix, or we can say total budgeted sales minus of A minus total standard sales mix of A into standard contribution per unit or standard profit per unit. Again, you wrote the formula that sales quantity variance actual quantity for the standard mix. This is called actual quantity for the standard mix to whom I am writing total standard sales mix minus standard quantity for the standard sales mix. So this is called what? This is called total budgeted sales. So alternative ways of writing the same formula. So now we have what? Now we have Okay. Budgeted sales were how much? Budgeted sales were, I think, 20,000 for A. Standard sales mix was 23,000 triple two. Budgeted sales was 20,000 for A. So 20,000 minus 20,000 triple two. Standard contribution is 9. Budget is saying we should sell 20,000. But standard mix is saying we should sell 20,000 triple two. So we should sell more than the budget. So it means what? It means higher sales will lead to higher revenue. Higher revenue will lead to higher profit. Higher profit will lead to favorable variance. So by chance both the variances are favorable and their sum is 8,998 favorable. Next one is sales volume variance. As I told you that sales volume variance. As I told you that budgeted sales units of A minus actual sales units of A into actual sales units of A into standard contribution per unit of A. So budgeted sales were, I think, 20,000. Actual sales were 21,000. Price is, sorry, contribution is 9. Actual sales are greater, that's why variance is 9,000 favorable. So you can see here that sum of these variances is 8,998. It is almost 9,000 because this actual is 20,000 minus 20,000 triple two point 22222 into what? Into 9. So it is in fact we can write it $2,000 adverse. So 2000, sorry, $2,000 favorable. So it means what? We can alternatively say it is $9,000 favorable. So sum of sales mix and quantity variance is what? Is equal to sales volume variance. Just like material usage variance, we proved that either we were solving or we are solving correct or incorrect. So we are done with sales mix and quantity variance.